Alright. And I provide a brief analysis for an incident that happened at Oulton Park last week. It was brought up in the forums. I was being accused of not having practiced for this race. I had at least 3 hours of work and a decent qualifying time. As you can see, I had a 21.9 for qualifying. He had a 21.4. So he did out-qualify me, and at this point he wound up behind me. There were a lot of cars on the track, and we were at this point in 13th and 14th, I believe. So here's the setup for the incident. He's understandably getting a little bit irritated because he is quite a bit quicker through here than me. This is a couple of minutes before the incident, but I'd like to just analyze the background. He pulls out going into a turn that you don't really brake for, so I can understand how he felt like. I believe this is the beginning of the build of his frustration. And here's the moment that. Oh, I would like to point out that I did apologize after this for the actual incident. I believe that I could have done more to have avoided it, but he has chosen to place all the blame on me, and I'd like to demonstrate in this video why it is that I believe that this was a very avoidable incident on his part. He was also telling me that going down the back straightaway, I had swerved to block him, and this is the only incident that I can find where that he might have been referring to. So he does come out of here with a little bit of a run on me, and I'm in the middle of the track, and he's moving around. If we watch my view of this, it's only after I see him brake and wind up like dramatically decelerating behind me. You can see my steering input is straight. If anything, I move to the left. Only after I see him fall off a little bit. There was plenty of track on the right, so he could easily have made a pass there. If we go back and watch his perspective, and he was also complaining to me about this, saying how I was holding him up and caused him to get passed by another car. So we can watch that. This car that comes through is clearly faster. He's much better pace and passes him here. So understandable that he was frustrated. Coming up on the actual incident now. Okay, so if we watch this through, it's evident at this point that I'm going off the track. I've clearly significantly missed the apex. As we click through forward on this, he takes a very standard line. He misses the apex by a few feet here and tracks way out to this side, and you can see at this point that I'm going to regain the track. Now I didn't regain the track in the position I would have liked to have. I would have liked to be over in this space and have left all of this line clear, but you can see at this point that I have a lot of left steering input, and we'll look at this from my perspective as well. You can see that I'm hard left on the steering here. This is what the steering input looked like from my perspective. I aimed the car to the left and pretty quickly got hard left on the steering. My car did here start to rotate. So I'm a little further right than I would have liked to be, but you can see that he actually has ample opportunity with me turning to the left to still make this apex and still make the corner. You can see that my car is now headed to the left, and if he were 2 feet to the right and had not missed the first apex, this would have easily been avoided. So that's my take on the situation. Like I said, I did apologize. I should not have come that far right onto the track. At this point, I would have hoped that this much left steering input at this point would have sent me down the left side of the track here. Especially at 50 miles an hour, I should have had tons of grip right now. I was not in the throttle at all. It should have just gone to the left. So that's what I explained to him in my initial apology email, was that I had given enough left steering input that I would hope to have given him more room. I hadn't seen that at this point I believed that he could this easily have still made the corner. And let's watch this at speed once. So, yeah, I feel it's very much, it's a lot easier to always blame the other guy and never look at what you could have done to change an outcome, but it's either productive, and it certainly doesn't make a very positive racing environment. So I hope this is helpful, and yeah, so cool. Hope everybody enjoyed the video.